Hello everyone. Today we will build a ping-pong workflow with our newly released N8N community node for the Atto network. If you're new to N8N or Atto, click the card in the top right. Let's get started. First things first. Before we build the workflow, we need to install the node. To do that, open Settings in the bottom left. Go to Community Nodes. Then click Install. Enter the package at Attocache/N8N nodes Atto. Click Accept. Then install. After a few seconds, my N8N instance will download the package and prepare the nodes. That's it. The Atto community node is installed. Now that the Atto node is installed, let's go back to the empty workflow. First, we will set up my secret phrase and get the account address. Click the first step and search for Atto. Choose Derive an address. I'm choosing this action because it allows us to get the Ping-Pong account address. But before getting the address, we need a valid credential. Let's open the credential setup. There are a few pre-filled values here. For most cases, you can leave them as they are. I'll keep mnemonic phrase selected, then paste the wallet secret phrase. Let's open the wallet. Here is my wallet. I'll go to Settings. Open recovery phrase, then copy the phrase. Now let's go back to N8N and paste the phrase here. Before saving, I also need to change the key index. With a mnemonic, you can derive a very large number of Atto addresses. By default, the wallet uses index 0, but you can create new accounts in other indexes. I'll use a different index so this demo doesn't mix with my main wallet. I chose key index 10. Now let's save. Now I'll click Execute. The node uses the credential to derive the address. We get the public key, index, and mnemonic-based address. For this workflow, I only need the address. I'll go back to the wallet and save this as the Ping-Pong address. I'll paste the address in the send screen to use later. Perfect. Now the address is saved for later. I don't need the derive address step anymore, so I'll just delete it. Now that I have the address and credentials set up, I can build the real workflow. I'll click Add First Step and search for Atto again. This time, I'll select a trigger. I'll choose On Receivable. The only setting I'll change is the unit, from raw to Atto. That way, this workflow won't trigger for any ping smaller than 1 Atto. Then let's rename the trigger to ping. Here's the cool part of N8N. We can see this happen live. Let's test the trigger. The node starts listening for incoming transfers. There are none yet. Remember, I saved the address in the wallet. Looks like I'm not logged in anymore, but the address should still be there. And it is, perfect. I'll send 2 Atto to the ping address. Click Continue, confirm the address, and send the transfer. In a few milliseconds, it is sent. Back in N8N, the transfer appears. We have the Ping-Pong address and the main wallet address. I sent 2 Atto. You can see the raw amount and the Atto equivalent here. This looks good, so we can move to the next step. One important detail. On the Atto network, when someone sends a transfer, your account still needs to receive it. Only after receiving it can the account spend that amount. So we need an intermediate step before sending the Pong. Search for Atto again. This time, select the action Receive a Receivable. I'll rename it to Receive. Everything looks good. You don't need to change anything. Now click Execute. This consumes the receivable transfer and makes the balance available to spend. Great. The transaction was generated successfully. Here is the balance. 3 Atto. I ran a test before, so that makes sense. Now the final bit. Send the funds back, the Pong. Search for Atto once more. Select Send a Transaction. Here we need the destination address. We need the address from the original ping trigger. I just switched to expression. Now I'll use it to get the sender address. Because I renamed the trigger, it shows up clearly as ping. There it is, ping. Now type data, then address. Let's confirm the address. We can see the resolved expression. Oops, I made a mistake. This is my address. Let's switch to from address. Now the destination is correct. I'll use that same expression, then switch the amount field in the expression. The trigger gives us both raw and Atto amounts. I'll select the Atto amount. The unit is Atto. Now I'll click Execute. Done. It sent the Pong back. Let's confirm it in the wallet. Back in the wallet, the transaction has been received. Now that the workflow works, let's test the full flow once more. I clicked Execute. The highlighted ping node means it is waiting for a transfer. Back in the wallet, I'll send 10 Atto this time. Confirm, close, and return to N8N. It was so fast, it already went through every step. Back in the wallet, the receipt is already there. That's pretty fast. Since everything is working, I'll publish the workflow. Once published, this workflow will continuously listen for incoming transfers. It is now live and ready for pings. Let's do a quick live test. Same address, but this time I'll send 20 Atto. Confirm the transfer, then go back. There it is, and the 20 came back. One more test. I'll paste the address again. But this time, let's send the whole balance. Here's the beautiful thing about Atto. It has no fees. What you send is what you receive back. Let's send my full balance, confirm, and send. As you can see, the workflow received the transfer, processed the amount, and sent it back. That's the Ping-Pong workflow. Thanks for watching. And if you try the node, please let us know what you built.